Hello everyone, happy Thursday. My name is Dooley Godot, your meteorologist. Thank you for joining me here on the channel. And this is Elite Weather Forecasting. And thank you for joining me today on your Thursday. We've made it 3/4 of the way through the work week. So I hope you guys are having a great week and a good day today. Before we jump into our weather forecast, we want to talk about some channel maintenance. And I want to let you guys know that I have these videos on TikTok and YouTube, and if you're checking me out there, please leave likes, comments, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on TikTok. We get the same video on each one, but TikTok they can't be so long, so I have to cut them up sometimes so they be in parts on TikTok. But if you want a complete video in one shot, just go on over to the YouTube channel and check it out there. I also post it through Facebook as well, so if you want to go to Facebook, you can find my channel through my Facebook page, or you can go through some of the other pages. One page called Storm Chasers, I am a mod for, so you can go over there and check out and get the link and check out my video on Facebook as well. So another thing, we've been having some issues with blurred videos. Some people have been making fun of me, poking fun. And I know it's all in jest, but I think I figured out why I was doing it. But so I figured out a remedy. Hopefully that'll remedy the blurry video, at least with me being blurry on the video. And it hasn't mattered to do with the order that I turn things on. I have to turn off the OBS, turn on the camera, hit the PC camera button, then turn on OBS, and then the picture will be clearer. So hopefully that will remedy that in the future. But let's get going with that weather forecast, because we got some severe weather to talk about, and we got some warm weather to talk about, some heat moving into the northeast, and we have some very, very heavy rain down across the state of Florida. Some parts of Florida has picked up 20 or more inches of rain, like down in Sarasota. You should have seen the flooding down across the southwestern Florida. So that heavy rain has been tremendous, and more rain continues to fall. So let's jump into that weather forecast. This is going to be our pattern as we head into early next week. A nice trough out over the west, so we're going to see things become a little bit wet and a little bit cooler across the Pacific Northwest, especially and over the northern Rockies. But we're going to see a nice ridge of high pressure over the eastern half of the United States, and that is going to lead to much warmer weather across the east. Our first official heat wave potential across the eastern half of the United States. So get prepared for that change in the pattern. We're going to pretty much see a flip in the pattern. We've been seeing a relatively persistent troughing in the east and a pretty big ridge out over the west. So it's been fairly warm. We've been seeing the heat down through the desert southwest and through the Pacific Northwest as well, and across the northern Rockies. We've been seeing it warmer than average. But we're going to see a nice cooling trend for you folks on the West Coast. Not for the desert Southwest. It's going to stay hot in Phoenix and Vegas. But if you're in the Pacific Northwest, California, you're going to see things cooler. And you're going to see things get cooler a little bit across the Rockies as well. But it's going to warm up across the northern plains and the Great Lakes and the Northeast. And we're going to see that heat continue across the Southeast and along the Gulf Coast. So, the severe thunderstorm forecast for today, for your Thursday, we're going to see those thunderstorms predominantly across Illinois, parts of Iowa, Missouri, and we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms extended through Michigan and Indiana and Ohio, and then back over towards Nebraska and Kansas. So, Kansas City, we're going to see some of those showers and thunderstorms today. St. Louis as well, Des Moines, you might see a slight risk for a thunderstorm. And again, Chicago, Detroit, showers and storms today. And we're going to see those showers and storms through central Illinois. It's going to have the greatest threat right in this region. Central Illinois, southeastern Iowa, northern Missouri. So where this region here, where the red is, that's where we have our enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms today. And we're going to see those severe thunderstorms again tomorrow for your Friday. Nebraska is going to see the primary spot here for severe thunderstorms. But we have a marginal risk for parts of Iowa, Minnesota, as well as South Dakota and down through Kansas and Missouri. We have a marginal risk. But our slight risk is here, and that's where we're going to be seeing damaging winds, heavy rainfall, and large hail. An isolated tornado is going to also be possible. What else is new there, huh? And in the Northeast for your Friday, we're going to see some severe weather potential. We have a slight risk here across the Northeast, so from Boston down to Philadelphia, you guys are in the slight risk. But down to DC, you're best just on the edge of that marginal risk. So we're going to be seeing those severe thunderstorm potential across the Northeast for your Friday. And damaging winds and large hail and heavy rain is going to be a primary threat. Isolated tornado is also going to be possible. And then it's going to get warm. It's going to get warm compared to average. We're going to see those temperatures get up to about 10 to 15 degrees above average. Some of you folks might be as high as 20. So we're going to see that Boston, those temperatures in the low 90s. So as we head through your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, we're going to see those temperatures in the low 90s and down to DC as well. Pittsburgh, temperatures 96 by the time we get to the midpoint of next week. 94 in Louisville next Wednesday. But you can see those temperatures remain in the 90s, and the 90s in St. Louis. Des Moines as well, the temperatures in the 90s. Our first 90 in the Twin Cities is going to be possible on Tuesday. As you can see, those temperatures 82 for Monday, 90 for Tuesday, and then down to 81 on Wednesday. And again across Chicago, 94 for your Wednesday, 92 on Tuesday, but 97 degrees on Monday. So a very warm week is in your forecast. So enjoy what relative coolness you may see now. But you guys are being in the 70s and getting at some 80s, but we're going to see those 90s come into the frame as we head into next week. And we're going to also see that for your morning lows. The morning lows are going to get kind of warm, and we're going to see a little bit of humidity increase with these warmer temperatures as well, as we see morning lows start to appear to be in the 70s. So we're going to see morning lows in the 70s in the Northeast and across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. And we're going to be seeing those 70-degree morning lows down across the Central Plains, as well as the Shenandoah and the Ohio Valley. In the tropics, so we still have some tropical weather to worry about here. We do have a weak tropical system, not a storm, but we do have a tropical wave or a low pressure center down here, and that's going to be bringing heavy rain to the southern Gulf of Mexico, around the Yucatan Peninsula, Central America, and over the east coast of Florida and extreme southern Texas. And we're also going to be seeing those showers and that heavy rain, where it's going to lead to flash floodings across Central America, the Yucatan Peninsula, and all the way down to Panama. We're going to see that heavy rain, where we can see in excess of 20 to 30 inches of rain. And that heavy rain is going to spread along the U.S. Gulf Coast, and this is going to be for the 16th through the 20th. So the 14th is Friday, so Sunday through Thursday next week, we're going to see heavy rain along the Gulf Coast because of that tropical system that's going to bring heavy rain, and we can see major travel delays, especially on the highways. We're going to be seeing because of flooding, Houston, Dallas, Houston's going to be flooding, New Orleans as well, and we're going to be seeing very, very heavy rainfall. We're going to see about a good 10 to 20 inches of rain along the Gulf Coast. Again, across Florida, we've seen tremendous rainfall amounts across the state of Florida. Sarasota picked up 20 inches. A lot of you folks could see as much as 30 inches, so we got another 10 to 15 inches of rain to go through Saturday. So get ready for that heavy rain to continue across the state of Florida as we have this tropical system here. This tropical low pressure center is not a depression, but it is a low pressure center there that is going to be the focus for lots of that heavy rain across the state of Florida. Very slow moving storm system. As you can see, that heavy rain, the impacts of that heavy rain, especially across southern Florida and southwest Florida, where we're seeing that rainfall 18 to 24 inches. Again, that heavy rain is going to continue. That rainstorm will impact the state through Saturday, so we're going to be seeing extreme impacts from that heavy rain that's going to lead to travel and maybe even some power issues as well. And then we're looking at the possibility of some tropical development, and it's very low for so far, but off the coast of Florida and the southeastern U.S. and the Carolinas, we have this region right here, just to the west of Bermuda. We are looking for the where we have a low risk for development in there. That's going to be our active region, and again, off the coast of Central America and in Mexico, we have the potential for some tropical development. But at this point, it looks to be very low over the next 7 days. And then in the Northeast and the Great Lakes, we're going to be seeing some but very hot weather as we head through Friday evening. But that's going to set us up for some severe thunderstorms across the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic states. It's going to be very hot and humid as well, but it will cool off for a day or two, dry out a little bit behind that cold front as it sweeps through on Saturday. But after that, enjoy a day or two of relatively cool weather, all things considered, before the big warm-up pushes in for next week. But here's your slight thunderstorm possibility. Your thunderstorm, you have a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms across the Northeast and through the Mid-Atlantic. So from central Pennsylvania all the way up through New Jersey and Delaware, up to Connecticut, Long Island there, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, through up to Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. So if you're in the big cities in the Northeast, get ready for some showers and thunderstorms possibly as you head into your Friday and Friday evening, okay? And then again, here's the big picture as we head into the weekend. Stormy weather across the Central Plains into the upper Midwest. So for your Saturday and possibly into Sunday, we're going to be looking at some severe thunderstorms across the upper Midwest before that system slides to the east and bring those severe thunderstorms to the Northeast and New England before we start to see a nice heat wave. We're looking at very nice conditions in the Northeast this weekend, sizzling across the South and the Southeast, that heavy rain across Florida, and we're going to be seeing that heavy rain start to affect the Gulf. And then in the desert Southwest, really warm, sunny and hot. So still a hot start, but we're going to see things cool off a little bit as we head into the weekend because of this trough that's going to be dropping down. And this trough is going to drop to about Northern California, Central California. So we're going to see an onshore flow. So we're going to see things cool off a little bit across the Southwest and in the Northwest as well. And a little bit of wet weather coming into the Portland and Seattle area. And here is our warm-up that we're going to see in the Northeast. And it's going to be from the 17th through the 24th. We're going to see a nice warm-up. And those temperatures in the 90s. And severe thunderstorms that we're going to see tonight, this afternoon, tonight. We have our slight risk here across central Illinois, Missouri, southern Iowa, into Indiana as well. We're going to have our marginal risk. All other areas in the yellow are marginal risk, and we're going to be looking at the possibility where some areas can see, if we have a derecho, we're going to see those winds can exceed 90 miles per hour. So we're going to see the hail, downpours, and isolated tornadoes, and localized flooding as well, and damaging wind gusts about 75 miles per hour with the occasional gust to 90 miles per hour, depending on whether or not you have a derecho. Again, for your Friday afternoon, severe thunderstorms across the plains. So from Dodge City, Kansas, northwestern Oklahoma, northern Texas, northeastern New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, and the Dakotas, parts of Wyoming and Montana. We're going to see the possibility of some severe thunderstorms where large hail and isolated tornadoes, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, but you can have an isolated gust up to 85 miles per hour. So watch for the severe weather here across the plains. So 70, I-80, and the I-25, you're going to be watching for that severe weather, and I-40. And then as we head into Saturday in afternoon and in the evening hours, some slight marginal risk for severe thunderstorms across the plains. So from Des Moines through Sioux Falls, down to Wichita, maybe Enid, Oklahoma, Amarillo, Texas, and Lubbock, we're going to see the risk for severe thunderstorms with flooding, downpours, and hail, and localized damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, but we can see an isolated wind gust in excess of 80 miles per hour. And then Saturday afternoon, again at Saturday night, severe thunderstorms down here across the plains. Yet again, another rough day for the plains where we're going to see some severe thunderstorms. And we're going to see that potential there for storms across parts of the great state of Wyoming. So now we're going to start to see them in this is near the North Dakota. So North Dakota, I can't talk. North Dakota and across Montana. So North Dakota, Montana. This is across the Canadian border there. So we're going to see the Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Regina have the potential for some severe thunderstorms as we head into Saturday night. So flooding, downpours, and hail, damaging winds 75 miles per hour, and occasional gusts to 90. So as we look ahead, and this is going to be from mid-June to mid-July, the focus for severe weather becomes the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest and the mid-Atlantic states. And that's where we're going to see our severe threat, and we're going to see all the heat across the desert Southwest. And that is your weather forecast with Mr. G. Limping around today because, all right, riddle me this. Since Monday, I've been having knee issues, and like I have a knee sprain, but I have no idea how I got a knee sprain. I work from home. I'm not really always outside. I'm not doing anything too extraneous, so I don't know how the heck I end up with a knee strain, and I'm struggling to walk around and all that kind of stuff. But today it's been a little bit better. It's been starting to get better today, but for the most part, tomorrow I'm going to go to an orthopedic urgent care and see if I can get it checked out to find out what could have happened, because we leave on our trip in about 2 weeks or so, and I don't want to have this issue. Now, we're going to be going on some excursions, and I don't want to have not being able to go on the excursions I paid to go for. So, alright, so I don't know what the hell, man. So anyway, that'll do it for today's videos. Leave your likes, leave your comments, and everything. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.